It is pretty tough to pick apart these riders from our pro men category. And next up in our semi-finals, it's those young lads nipping at the heels of the pros. It's the junior boys. We got the junior boys here, and in amongst their messing around, they're going to tell you who they are, where they're from, and then we're going to chat. Go.
So I'm Callum from Great Britain. I'm Casper from Great Britain.
I'm Max from Great Britain.
England. Ethan Mawson from England. I'm Angus from Australia.
Angus, tell us what you think about the course in general. How does it compare with last year's setup?
Really fun, difficult.
What are the big tricks that you guys are each going to be pulling on the kicker? What's your big hammer? Second run, you've got your first run down. What are you lking for on the kickers?
Toe back 7 and Pete Rose.
Okay, so you're going to go off the dock. Which one first?
Toe back 7. Toe back 7 as on my first run, and then probably toe back 9. Just had to feet.
Max, we're going to go back 9?
Yeah, back
off
9.
the dock. And then second run?
Probably Crail Pete.
Crail Pete, yeah. Nice. And then is there something you can step up with come second run on the kicker hit? Like last kicker hit?
Toe back 10.
Maybe back 10.
Toe back 10.
Nice. Okay. Ethan, what are you thinking for the kicker? Coming off the dock.
Run,
safe run?
Front Crail 5, and then on my hard run, Crail 7 for most likely.
Nice. Add an extra 180. Angus, straight off the dock, you thinking, got to go out big, got to finish?
Toe back 7, and then mute skeezer, maybe a toe back 9, or a heel front 9, I don't know.
Nice.
Yet.
Coming in, Jaden. Late entry. Jaden, tell us about your favourite part of the course.
Probably the Felix rail.
Okay, what are you doing on it?
I'm coming off a chromo off it.
Oh, okay, so coming out of that. Is that, I've been asking the other guys, and we've seen some people sort of slip out coming around that corner. So do you have to get it really solid out of the pool in order to get to the corner cleanly?
I've actually not really got it. I didn't really get to the pool. I didn't really get to the Felix too well this morning because I wasn't really used to how close it is to the corner.
Yeah,
so I need to work on that.
Which is the sketchiest part of the course for you?
The wake line. I never really get it 100% on
There's
it.
a lot going on there too. And on a total side note, who are you guys? Who's your favourite for the pro men? Go.
Oh, Victor.
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 Pedro.
Leon something. I don't know his surname.
Leon something.
Dom and Victor.
Dom and Victor, joint victory.
Probably Victor.
Victor, Victor's getting a shout.
I reckon Victor come first and then Aaron.
It's going to be that very young English rider, current World Junior Boys champion and current National Open Men's champion. Can he come up with some more golden goodness in this plastic playground? Started things off with a beautiful Melon Crow Mobe. Oh, he goes 50-50, but comes off a little early on the third section of that middle rail on the wait the line hit. Look at that onboard action with Dave AV at the helm of the drone. This is cool. He did come off to the outside of the down part of the West Rock, the last section, but that toe side, front, that backside 270 up onto the ledge is so gnarly on the Henshaw hack from Max. Oh, he goes safety, 2 backboard, 270 bagel all the way across, coming inside to the pipe. Oh, getting almost full face closeout right there, manages to carve his way back inside. So the second part of that skate section, not so good, but that right there on the Munich mash going transfer, amazing.
And now that lip 270 onto the downer of the pool gap. Coming into the mega pool with a toe side, backside,
Little
270.
shifty there as well, mini rewind.
Ooh, toe back 450 onto that donkey rail. Hard to tell how early he landed on that rail, but...
So we saw back Mobe out of the Felix yesterday from Max in his last run. We know he's got some huge spins in his arsenal. Sticking with the 7 of their toes. That's a good first run. There we see, I kind of love that old school Olay 5. The squat spin, Sean Watson style, mute grab from Angus. Oh, so both boys not really coming up with what they intended on that wait the line rail. A little bit more wobbly from Angus right there as he shakes his head and throws his hand in the air. He needs to get back in the zone though if he's going to school this Henshaw hack. outside, backside, 180, then pretzel back the other way, 270, then pretzel the other way. That was a tidy hit. He's definitely got the edge on Max on that particular feature, remembering that this entire back corner is one section as far as the judging is concerned.
And now coming in to the street section, boosting safety.
Pretty much the same as Max right there, coming off a little early.
Oh, choosing to not hit either of those rails and just slappy that ollie barrier. Wow, what that was actually a crazy line. If he were to get that whoop, triple rail with the back 270 on the last one, that would be absolutely insane.
270 out into the pool. Then he goes back blunt, 270 into the line the other way. 50-50, tap. Oh, a tap, and then the back 270 out of that. Then wrapping the opposite way, so going opposite rotations every time he goes into and out of a rail. The judges are going to love this. What's he got right here? That's a big hit. Scary as well. Going 270.
Dipping
over.
the nose down.
Yeah, right before the closeout. That's pretty gnarly. And that is some tidy riding after that first wobble and the bobble on the way the line hit. Angus looking good. Here comes Max again. He's going toe side this time.
Wow.
Super solid.
He brought his legs up super tight into that melon chromo. Some unique style on that chromo.
Same carbon copy of his first run. Still pretty tidy. Doesn't go for the triple threat. He just went from inside rail to outside rail. Coming up a little early, but still getting that backside 180 out of it. Let me go. Toe side, backside 270. Oh, no, Max. That wasn't what he was after. So almost getting pitched out the front as he goes from Henshaw to Westrock.
Man, we've seen some juniors even trying tricks that I haven't seen throw down in the pro, at least in that last round. So that's super cool. Locking in on that board slide. Pretzel 270 out.
Not sure what Max was doing there. He could have done with a rail hit right in there, as we saw Angus missing out the rails and just go for the ollie. Yeah! Getting the extra rotation out of the back of that, and so much time line and control too. Backside 360. Pretzel the other way. Hard way 270 out of the pool. Max picking up his game now.
Yeah, locking in better than the last round. So come in.
Love that shifty.
Toe 450. Choosing 270 on, 270 off, making sure he could get locked in.
Yeah.
Not quite sure if the 4 was locked in the last run.
So he's going to need this back mob if he's going to lock in his place in the final. Oh, yes!
Wow,
Such control.
that is heavy. Into the corner, landing wrapped. Lots of tension on that.
I'm just noticing that doing toe side, backside sevens both ways from Max Cuckney. He goes toe side. Backside 720. So the trick we saw Max finish with is the trick we're seeing Angus start with. Now, there was a wobble aplenty in the first hit here on the way to the line. Can he keep it together this time round? Oh, it's looking so much better. If you were going like for like comparing between Max, I'd say that was the better trick, or the more technical, the more difficult trick at least. Now Angus going outside of the incline. 180 on. And once again, getting the edge. He goes 180 on. Pretzel in, pretzel out. Lots of control as he tick-tocks his way around that back corner.
Now coming into the street section. Popping board slide, getting a little bit more of that route as well than his last run. And
okay, little improv right there. So adding that extra maneuver, which arguably is going to score him higher on that particular part of the section.
Yeah, it might be better than just ollieing the ollie bear. And getting the triple way on that one, frontside 360 out. So, man, going a little bit more difficult than Max may have chose to go.
Yeah, so at the moment, it's all down on these last three. An improvement on this run for sure from Angus compared to his first run. A little bit safer there compared with Max as well. Oh, this is going to be so much hard judging time once again for the judges. Toe side, backside 270 into the closeout. Pretzel 270 out the other way. So probably equally like for like technical tricks right there from both those riders. Maybe coming down to this last kick, 25% of the total judges score. He goes for the squat spin 7.
Wow, matching him on the kickers. That Mew chromo getting really corked out on that one. Indy, toe side, roll to revert from Raul Lopez. 50-50 up and across, popping the back tail on the last section of that wake the line feature. step, front board, same way, 270 off from the case and rail. So good, clean rail hits right there from him. Oh, wow, locking in really nicely on that board slide, pretzel 270. Popping a little 180 so he can come in back nose 270 off of that unit pipe. Popping up and over that safety to the skinny rail of the meeting mash, going red rail, front board, 270 off. Wow, so getting spinny with that 180 on the up, back three to 270 to that down rail. Looks like not quite getting the back 270 onto the donkey, full locking in as much as he would have liked. Still really clean coming through all these rail hits with that board slide, same way 270 off.
So now finishing off his run with toe side, backside 7, whipping that last 360 round pretty hard. Callum Anderson Wilson getting his game on. Coming into the weight of the line. Making the single transfer, going inside rail 50-50 to front lip, then 270 back out, but coming off a little bit early. Looks like he's going to do the safety. Backboard, staying in that position, and then pretzel 270 out of that as well.
Now coming into the skate section, which has seemed to be a big difference maker in this division. Going front lip up and across, the step down inclines, 270 off.
Pretty solid on that first skate section as well. Well locked in that lift slide position.
So
nice transfer from outside back inside, using that flat bank. Kind of goes 50-50, backside 3. Then 50-50, rotating again, another 360 off the end of that as well. Fully locked in as well, and we'd like seeing a 50-50 all the way to the end. Backside 1, getting tricks into the pool as well as out. Lovely rotation onto the first part of that drop down, that step down, but coming up a little early to the outside of the pool. He goes backboard from the inside, then into the drop and popping out into that spin. Back round to left foot forward as he comes round. Toe side for the last of his kicker here, straight down the middle. He goes. Pete Rose.
Coming off getting a clean kicker hit on that one. Stepping up from his last one with the butt check, toe side roll to reaver, and
that wasn't what he was after either on the way to the line. So it's going to be pro women's semifinals after these junior boys. So those girls should be getting themselves ready. As Raul goes double hop. Oh, look at that. Double hop into front board, into 450 out.
Yeah, so adding an extra 180 onto that case-in hit, making a pretty good step up from that. And then really, he locks in so nicely on that board slide.
So Raul looking very clean down that back straight. Coming into the mega pool. Oh, I like that. Hopping on and then doing a little backboard tap, back lip tap.
Wow, doing something different than we've seen just by changing up on that up rail. Keeping it fresh.
And doing the same thing again on the high ledge of the Felix.
Yeah, board side, changing up to front board.
So now a late cut to the inside kicker. There's no outside kicker as he goes. Oh, Indy Pete.
The trick that gave him the trouble last time. You know, not even getting around the roll river and then getting the P on that one. So aside from the bobble on this triple rail, I would say that is a really solid run. Backside 540. And the 50-50 backside nose, 270 off. double step front board pretzel 450 off of the casing rail.
Now Marahi on the skate section goes pipe, kink pipe, and making it all the way along. Not the easiest thing, actually. Then goes outside to inside on the mini pipe. So a nice little tidy skate section down that back straight as he moves in to the Munich mash rail. Pretty locked in, makes that
Front board fake out, and he's staying wrapped up into this
That
pool.
is a long old time to stay wrapped as well. Nicely done.
The toe back three into the pool. 180 on, back three off of the diving board. So just getting some nice, clean, simple full pulls on this run. Getting a lot of points, though, on the board. All these hits will add up. Oh, wow. And then he goes for a banger with that rewind. And the toe side, backside 180 with the toe back roll. Getting a nose grab, tweaking it out on that. Man, Jaden so clean with this triple rail frontside 360 out.
So making full pull on his first rails. Can he keep the full pull flow going into the Henshaw? Looks like it. Very solid from top to bottom, and then the pretzel 270 out. Jaden now picking his line. First of our riders, or not many riders, choosing the transition rail. Getting a lovely melon 360 from safety to that curved bank.
Yeah, whipping it around at the end there. And then the toe side, backside 180 rail, bringing it fake out again. Front board 270, using the popper to go board slide 270 off, locking in, just super clean on these rails, making everything look so easy. In the front board, same way 180, and then toe back 270 the other direction onto the donkey. So spinning both ways at the same time on that mega pool.
Cheeky front board, goes back into left foot forward, then does look like a tail grab, or was it a tail grab?
Yeah, look like a tail grab. Tail grab front roll.
Unique way of grabbing a front roll. Toe side, backside, 7. Keeping it low, but keeping it in control. No wavering on that particular rotation to round off Jaden's run. Mael Marahi, hopefully saying that right, but please come along, correct me if I am not. Nicely done. Toe side, backside 5 to get going.
Yeah, adding a nose guard to that we didn't see in his last run. Having some fun with that tail grab, nose tapping, and then red oil board side 270 off. So some good clean hits here. We'll see if he has the tricks to beat Jaden with this run right here. Getting the front board, rocking onto the nose, pretzel 450. Both these riders being super clean in their runs.
Yes, those solid locked-in rails is what the judges are after. We're having this discussion before. Do you go crazy tech and not make a full pull or keep it locked in? I know what the crowd would rather see. Exactly the same then on what is a difficult rail, that kink rail, and a lovely full pull on the mini pipe.
Yeah, so a good street section right there where Jaden just chose to hit the transition. He gets 2 hits on that. And then not quite the hit he wanted. As you see, he wraps up for this hit.
Love that opposite rotations, and getting into that wrap position, riding along for that long is not easy, but controlling it all the way. Gets a handle pass backside spin, then rotates the other way 450 onto that middle rail of the mega pool.
Really locking that in nicely, showing so much control. Could have rode that rail if it was twice as long.
Is that where he fell before? I think it was.
Yeah, well, it took him down the last run, the rewind. He got a little loose on the toe side, backside 360. And ending with a heel side 900. He's stoked on that run.
So he should be. It's an improvement.
So Jaden coming off the dock with the tail grab, rewind, underflip, rewind, off the dock. Actually getting a good nose grab on that. And then not quite able to link up the red rail after that kicker hit. Coming into the Henshaw, step down to West Rock with the 180 on, toe 270, bouncing off a little bit early, so stepped up the kicker, but
And missing the 270 off the end of that, as we saw in the first run. Kicker hit, good. First 2 rail hits, not so much.
so choosing to stay. Oh, doing the back 3, front 3.
That was dope. We saw the
Into
360
the
last
transition.
time.
So stepping it up after not quite getting good hits on the first 2 rails.
That was nice. Getting a bit more of a full pull right that as he goes backside 1 into the cable from the outside rail, then 360 out. Front board 270, safety 270 back the other way, 270 bagel out the same way to round off a really tidy first pull hit. Love that tap as he rewinds back out to left foot forward. Not sure whether he clipped the end of that. It just ended up looking like a rotation out of the pull. It is a tail grab front.
Yeah, puts a unique style on that, gets a little off axis on that front flip, get a little corked out on it, and then the toe side, backside 900.
Oh, there we go. Opting for the bigger boot of the XL kicker, needing it because he added an extra 180. Here we go, rider on. Didn't catch the start of that. I'm thinking that was a backside 7 from our first rider, Mike Bredeveld from Holland, coming in right foot forward. He goes ollieing onto the box, then hopping from the box to 180, then another 180 at the back of that. Super solid. Nice to see that line. Without the hack, we see that line a lot, but nobody's been throwing that down, so yeah.
Ooh, board
I
slide.
like that. Onto the nose, onto the tail. A little bit of tippy-tappy action on the caisson. We go round picnic corner in the back straight where we've got a little cavalcade of people hanging out, just doing a car boot sale or something.
Now coming in to the street section, going, looks like a
Then he
backside
went
50 to
backboard,
back lip.
Hopping across the kink into back lip. That was tidy as well off the mini pipe, getting a big rotation into the line, into the cable.
Wow.
Different line there again, coming from the outside of that middle rail on the mash.
Yeah, super cool. Looked like he was trying to full pull some of these longer rails, like on the caisson and the Munich mash.
Like a bit of back.
Oh,
So
man.
going for the back blunt on the curved section of the ledge on the outside of the first of our pulls. Okay, moving on to our next rider.
Brett Powell with the Indy tantrum to blind. Not playing it safe after seeing a first crash. Still going pretty technical on this with the
There you
triple rail-to-rail backside 3. Brett is just so confident on his run.
It's crazy. These youngsters, just competition seemingly not phasing them at all. Oh, we're going to...
Ooh, 180 onto the butterbox, popping a
coming
past
little bit
front
too
board.
far.
Coming a little hot on that one, but still 2 amazing first hits from him. Brett taking that safety, popping on. Man, these guys lock in on that board side so nice.
So once again, this little section where the riders could be doing something, just going for a little tap where they could be racking up a few more points, a few more...
I think a lot of them,
Thumbs
like
up.
Brett, was probably setting up for that
I
hit, which was
suppose. Yeah, you're
super
right.
technical. And I suppose he didn't want to mess up that hit, probably worth more points, and then linking that up with this pull gap.
Looking really good, because you can make the cable wobble all over the place if you get something wrong, so it's probably a sensible play.
Yeah, some of these features super close together, super quick to link it all up, but Brett making it look easy. Oh, safety pop in, toe back 3 in to the flat of the Felix. Indy toe side roll to revert, dropping out of that Felix rail. And now coming in with a huge toe side, backside 7 floaty. Looks like he could have gone 9, maybe even 10 on that one. And he's off. Looks pretty excited to come out and put down this run. Clean backside 540 off that medium kicker.
So we saw the ollie onto the box last time. Ollie on. There's that back blunt on the corner of the down ledge.
Now coming in to this caisson hack. Choosing to go up and again trying to full pull and getting it that time.
Yeah, goes nose to tail to backside 270 out right off the end, leaving it till the pop of the end to make that rotation out as well.
Now coming into the street section where Brett only got 1 hit. He gets the 50-50 back lip. So nice on the nose. And then a little nose press front 3 out. So adding another trick that Brett Powell didn't get in.
Can Mike keep it going? Oh, no. Blame that one on me, dude. Don't blame that one on me. That is gutting for Mike after really killing him in their first couple of sections. So we're going to be moving on very shortly to our pro women. Here comes Brett now. Textbook Indy Tantrum. That's what you'd see as a picture next to the definition on the wakeboarding glossary of that trick. We go fitty. Oh, a little switcheroo halfway through.
Wow. Haven't seen that happen before on a triple rail, so something different.
A lot going on.
That is different than some of the other riders in all these divisions, and really getting it good on the ollie 180. Pretty high ollie onto that box, and then the front board passed onto that rail, rewinding, passing again, pretzel 270 out, full pulling that casing rail, definitely stepping it up from his last run, locking in. So good on that board slide. Going blind and unwrapping a back 3. Not quite getting the triple rail off that loop. Super difficult line, but he did it in his first run. Just a little board slide, popping the fakie, and then the switch board to board. Back one onto the up ramp of the pool. And then the front board down that rail. Oh!
So we are here on the dock with the junior boys. The final is about to go down. We've got a wide variety of countries down on the dock. First up, from Australia, how are you feeling about being in the finals?
Pretty stoked. And that's it, I guess.
How was your journey over here, and what do you think of the English weather?
The journey sucked. The weather, it's alright, it's pretty warm at the moment. Yesterday sucked a bit. And that's it, I guess.
Yeah, best of luck, man. Shred. Cool, we got Brett from the States. Brett, how is this park in comparison to yours at home?
It's insane. There's so many different lines, so many good rails here compared to mine. It's insane.
Definitely, we have got an insane setup here this year, and yeah, it's awesome to see you guys shredding, taking those different lines, and yeah, good luck in the finals.
Thanks.
Sweet. Jaden from Indonesia, coming out of Bali Wake Park. How is it to be back here again at Liquid Leisure for the Plastic Playground Finals?
Super exciting because I've actually never got this far in England. This is my first time making the finals, so I'm super stoked.
Yeah, we saw you shredding in some of the previous events, and stoked to have you here in the finals in the UK. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you put down. And finally, we got the troublemaker, Raul. Raul, how has the competition been for you so far? We've seen you throwing it down. How are you feeling for the finals?
I am so happy because I am still here in the finals. It's my first time here and I'm so happy.
Absolutely shredding, boy. I've seen you at several different competitions over the year, and yeah, we're stoked to have you down here on the dock for the finals.
Yeah,
So get it, boy.
We have got the first of our riders about to take to the stage, all the way from Australia. Angus Hodges-Fraser is going to get things going in our junior boys final. Here we go. Angus starting things off. He goes toe side, one-handed or two-handed, hard cut. There's the old Sean Watson squat spin for you right there. Getting old late 540 action going on with a big old mute grab. So you just adjust that back foot. Hopping on, fitty. Then into the safety on the other side. Not what he intended. Still super smooth.
Yeah, you can see he still has a great attitude about it, though, laughing it off and, you know, throwing it down with the 180. 270 to the down, 270 off.
A little bit of wobbling there off the end of that West Rock as well.
Yeah, maybe not quite getting to the end of that rail either, but still riding clean and able to step it up on the second half of his run. Board slide, 270 off, popping it around, olling over the ollie barrier, just tapping
Wallop,
it.
not just tapping it, trying
laying
to kill it.
all the way down into the water.
Making a little bit of improv action happening over there. He goes middle to outside and backside 3 on the mash feature. Early hander pass after that front board. Coming out left foot forward. Back blunt, then rotating back into the handle the other way. Now he goes backboard with a little kind of...
Oh, that was pretty stylish.
Yeah,
Getting a
it
little
was.
Tap,
Picking the
and
nose of the board up in the air as he
Oh,
rotates out of that.
really late backside 180. And then that 360 off of the donkey rail, the skinny rail of the pool.
Oh, that is tough.
So we saw him do this run earlier. It was a little bit cleaner, but he's still managing to get some points on the board. And ending it with the toe side backside 7. So good run to start off, but we know he's got some stuff to step it up for his second run.
Sending rider. Here we go. Spin on the water. Raul Lopez.
Charging this inside kicker
God.
on his toes with a huge toe side backside 720. Man, that drone just whipping in to catch that, all that action for you guys at home. Now coming in, rail to rail, front lip, popping down into the tranny. And now coming in, step, front board, 450 out, whipping it around last second. Looked like he was just getting 270 out and then just pulled that thing around. Landing super clean. Coming board slide, 270 off. Then the rail to rail. Wow. Board side pretzel. Popping up 50-50, front board, pretzel, 270 out.
Raul moving to the second section of this mash and pull gout. Big old spin into the pool, not giving himself much time as he goes from whoop to down rail.
A pretty tricky line out there. And
yeah,
then
that is. Look at that backside spin into the pool. The more you pack in, the tougher it's going to be. Then he goes a backside spin again onto that down rail.
going that board slide, whipping it around a front board and pretzeling 270 out of that one. Coming in on his toes the other way from previous. And the Indy, ooh! Earlier we saw him do that Indy P in the semifinals. A couple of these riders, maybe the pressure getting to them a little bit. Now, no time to waste. We got Jaden Skurs on the water coming in to the left XL with the underflip rewind, getting a nose grab on that.
Yeah, that's a tough one to call. Getting that early handle pass and whipping that board back out underneath him.
And, man, we've seen him struggle with this line after the underflip. It's pretty hard for him to line up that triple rail. But managing to save it a little with that back three and catch the down tranny. And coming outside in, going 180, toe 270. Just a little bit early off of that down West Rock rail.
So Jaden going all out techers on his first few hits. Yeah, goes backside three, rewinding into the cable to ride it out. Wrapped up in that line after getting a grab in there as well on that transition feature over the hip.
And now 50-50 front board 270, just floaty and clean. So much style on that.
No problems with that at all. Front board pops out 270, safety to back board 270 into the back the opposite way. Pretzel coming round, right foot forward now. Mega pull in his sights, early handle pass with a little tap as he rotates through that.
Man, I love that hit because, you know, he spins toe side, backside both ways, but just changing it up by doing the front board and popping around and then the ollie toe back too. And now the tail grab front roll, super unique the way he kind of corks that one out.
Looking pretty solid. That'll be the commentator's kiss of death as he comes in. Toe side, backside. Oh.
Wow. Those kicker hits, super nice. Aside from this break the line hit, I think that run was pretty awesome looking. Brett Powell on the water with the Indy tantrum to blind. He does that thing so smooth every time. And coming in for this rail to rail to rail, backside 360 out. Possibly a hit a lot of these riders were looking for. Brett, the only one to stick it so far in this finals.
Just getting too much momentum across as he ollies onto what is a meaty ollie past the whoop onto the up wedge. Hopping across to the top of the case and taking him outside the case, but a technical hit indeed.
Still comes off blind, maybe gets the pass to the wall, and then locks in on that safety, just board slide, 270. Choosing to not really worry about that second set of rails to line up for this hit right here, the whoop to rail, backside 360.
Nice hit. Not choosing to go back across the transfer, instead sticking to the outside hit. Just the one transfer. Goes the other side of the handrail to work his way across from whoop to down rail out of that first pull.
Now coming into the mega pool with a backside 3 to the side of the pool, popping off into the water, and then the safety front board to the donkey to Fakey, coming off maybe just a tad early, and popping toe side, backside 3, Indy, toe side, roll to reaver. To me, I find that trick very pleasing. The way he does it looks super nice.
Could not have packed any more into that Felix feature than he did, and spinning like a demon on that very final XL kicker hit. Brett Powell,
Man,
as we saw before, seeing why he's top seed.
and here we go, off the dock.
Well, you've got
Angus charging in with the toe side, backside 7. Angus Frazier coming in. Will they be able to link up this rail to rail? Oh, getting to the rail, but not quite locking in. Just tapping a back lip and coming off Fakey. And now coming in to the Henshaw West Rock hack with the 180, toe 270, pretzel 450, taking a play right out of Windsor's book.
He is like a mini Windsor as well, isn't he, Old Angus?
Yeah, maybe there's quite a bit of influence there. And then sending the board slide pretzel 270, alling over the ollie barrier, just slamming that down into the water.
Just trying to kill that barrier as much as best he can. Going for the other triple transfer. Yeah, Angus.
Man, out of the whoop to do the triple rail, it's a pretty tricky line with so much momentum going away from the cable. And then locking in some clean hits, getting some nice style as he popped out of that board slide.
Yeah, it's good to see riders popping out of the rail into those rotations as well.
Ooh,
big old safety bump.
Looked like a 270. Maybe to the inside rail, and then transferring up, toe back 270, getting that a lot cleaner than his previous run, so definitely stepping it up. Here he goes to end it off on his toes. Will it be the mute Chromobe? And there it is.
Angus. Give it up for Angus Hodges Fraser's folk. What riding for the youngster.
Here we go with Raul Lopez coming in to start off his run with the Indy Pete. What took him down on the last run? He just starts off with it.
Oh, my, that is some gutsy riding from this young lad. 50-50. Coming across, not leaving himself much time to pop out that backside 270. Maybe thinking about the transfer. We're not sure.
But
still
definitely a step up from his first run.
Now we're going to go the double step. Front board, then 450 out. Oh, Raul is the undoing of in that case. And
Jaden Skur is coming in, getting a really nice grab on that underflip rewind, getting a nose grab on that, and then coming in to the wake the line feature, 180 on. Oh, man.
How did he get away with that?
Man,
just
everything
all
he does,
over the nose down that bank rail.
He makes it look so smooth. Even though we heard him catch that safety, it was hard to even notice it because of how smooth he is.
Oh, that is the wrong place to be landing in the West Rock, landing in the up of the whoop.
That's a gutsy move, though, to toe back one onto that. You know, if he went any farther, he would have slammed right into that safety, coming about from pretty high, and it's pretty gnarly.
That is one of the more Tekka stylish tricks we see on the transition rail, and so many riders choosing the opposite side. It's good to see some improv on that transition rail on the inside. Jaden got some making up to do, which that is all about. Then the fake out as he goes backside one, staying in that position, but pulling the handle round. Yeah, looking much more solid at this part of the course. Jaden now, he goes, early handle pass. Then continuing rotation round to a nose tap, then popping it back, rewind, getting rotation the other way out to the
Looked like
pool.
he might have tried a backside 360 on that one. And then coming in front board, and there it is, the tail grab front roll, where he kind of corks that thing out. Coming in first, final kicker hit on his toes with the toe side, backside 900. So consistent on that trick, it's insane.
Brett Powell on the water. Indy Tantrum, 2 blind locking legs down, so solid in that textbook definition of an Indy tanny to be. I love the switcheroo on the down rail. I love that. Wait the line.
Yeah, a lot more control than we maybe
Yeah.
saw in semifinals. He really locked in and switched with no arms flying or anything. Made that look super easy. Now popping up the 180. The front board, bringing it back, rewinding 90 degrees a little bit. You know, he wanted that 270 out we saw earlier, but still managing to get a good chunk of that rail and boosting in the board side 270 off. Lots of impact on that when he locks that in.
Actually adding a little mini trick right there just to make use of the safety on the pipe out of the remainder of that skate station as he moves onto the there is that. And he gets it again, maybe even cleaner as he moves across, and then back inside to that 270 out. Goes safety, back board, 270 in. 4 more hits, Jane, as he goes backside 3 into the pool, safety into front board. Now keeping the speed under control as he goes backside 3 into that.
Man, he does that so easy. I swear he could go Pete out of that one. But just keeping that roll to river, and here it is. Is he going to send the toe side, backside 9? And there it is!
That was so corked out the side as well.
Wow.
He did amazing to control that, or maybe that's just the way he does them. And now we've got them. So in 4th place, with some support from Follow. Oh, yep. Can we get this cat right up here, right now? Let's hear it for Raul Lopez! Oh, look at that beautiful board. Get on over there, buddy. Okay, in 2nd place, I still don't know until John shows me the readies. Okay. In 3rd place, from Thailand, Jaden Scrolls! Oh. Get on up there, buddy. All right, so at the moment we say the 2nd place. Obviously that makes it clear who's still on the top spot. And in this time, I mean, it's hard. We can't get around the fact that all of these riders are amazing. They all deserve to be up here, as do all of the riders that we're competing. But this time, taking 2nd spot. Let's hear it for the United States and Brett Powell. Which means once Brett takes his position in 2nd place, we get to crown the Plastic Playgrounds champion. And it's going to the other side of the planet with some amazing riding. Australia are here yet again. Angus Hodges-Fraser! So boys, get a good eyeful of Ben Powell's right there, and once you're up there, can we hear it for our junior boys champions, Sub 4 Dogs? Right boys, have a look right down at John there on the camera.
So give it up to these boys, the future of wakeboarding. All these guys gonna be giving